All right. Okay, good morning. Today we've got PPI in 20 minutes. Um, we're just gonna cover what happened, really what happened yesterday. Looks like starting with the Dow, we've really created even more equal lows. And then we did take it this morning. Um, after coming back up, so it could take out these relative equal highs here. Could be interesting there. Um, yeah, we came down yesterday, made another low, and then just did the same thing. I'm not convinced with that sweep. That's not something that I would long. Yeah, looking for us to come and maybe possibly take this before we do finally head lower or head higher again and then head lower and then higher again. Who knows? Seems like that's the order of operations that's happening. Any gaps here? Daily. Yeah, 1 hour seems to be the cleanest looking chart. Uh, 2 minutes. So Asia, yesterday we just followed the internal range, and then London didn't take out anything super significant, and then right after London, the 5:30 trade possibility did play out. Okay, so yeah, London took out Asia, and then the in between took out the other side of Asia and the other side of London. So yeah, maybe it makes sense for us to come take out London and then possibly reverse on the news, possibly. Seems like that could happen. Let's make it written down. So we've got PPI, and then, oops. Yeah, the PM session today might not be super crazy, but AM session may be pretty good. Um, why is there no? YM. Okay, YM has relative equal highs on the smaller time frame, and I don't trust the sweep of the relative equal lows. It wasn't very deep and formed another relative equal low. So yeah, seems like we're just working out this range still. ES on the other hand, we could draw that trend line. So yeah, I don't trade trend lines, but this is a clear area that they could sweep. Um, and I'd be watching this level. So ES is less clean. It's taken out previous daily high in London, came back down to Asia, took out and accumulated below the true day open. Interesting. So there is a new day opening gap here. Make that like a blue color. Did YM have one? Not really. Yeah, ES has a pretty big new week or new day opening. Excuse me. Looks like we drew right to that. Um, yeah, came right back down to the new day opening gap. Took out this smooth low on the 4 hour. Um, all right, muted my sneeze. Did you laugh at that? Yeah, it looks like we're respecting the new day opening gap um, below the below the true day open or midnight open, and now we're well above these relative equal highs. Yeah, well, this looks like it's going up to me. Um, so we'll have to look at the Nasdaq. Let me just look at the 4 hour again. Came down here. We are failing to displace higher though, so it's not like super bullish. Yeah, ES failing to displace higher, but it is respecting dog and accumulating below the true day open and into the dog. So yeah, that doesn't mean it's necessarily gonna like go really high, but it is starting to play out that narrative to go higher. All right, Nasdaq does look a little cleaner. Look on the daily. We have the same new day opening gap there. I've already taken out the high. We've almost filled this fair value gap on the daily and the gap down. So we've got a little bit more to fill. On the 4 hour, we also came back down to the new day opening gap. Also came to the end dog. Very perfectly respecting that. Very similar to ES. London expanded higher, took out these equal highs. Still respecting these like trend line areas. Like a channel now. Yeah. Okay. That's about it. It's really just, let's look at the 4 hour again. Now we've come accumulated down into here, failing to displace higher, but we are going higher. Accumulated below the new day opening gap after London and bounced there. So not much to really gain from that. very similar to ES. And then yeah, after that we'll take a look at the MT. All right. Yeah, Russell's the only one that really looks like it's accumulating down here. Mm, it's the only one that looks pretty clean. Their new day opening gap is very slight. Yeah, we've taken out those. We've retreated into a discount. Very different than the other charts. Very different. We do have new relative equal lows here. Mm, we need 4-hour displacement. So all the displacements to this downside move are looking good for a long. Everything's been rebalanced and failed to make displacements with the 30. London took out Asia as typical, and then now we've taken out everything on this 530 move, and we've actually done the inverse of everything else where we've swept the true day open in a bearish way. So relative equal lows here, the 15-minute. High likelihood that these will be taken, and maybe that's the trade long where we take this low out here and get a setup here. So mark that out. Relative equal lows here, and then this low, mark that out. Here. R2Y looks the cleanest. The relative equal lows sweep, and now and into clear discount relative to the others. It looks like they could also come down, but the way that has come down looks like looks long. Yeah. All right. As for SMTs, so yeah, Dow Jones definitely looks like it wants to take those lows. Makes a lot of sense with the Russell. Russell is weaker, so I would play the Russell as a six sister setup versus on the ASN Dow Jones, or on, I would do the inverse of that. I would play the stronger one. And then, yeah, it's very much the setup I was looking for last week where it would take out this low, except now we've created tons of lows to be swept and taken for very good long, looking long. So that would create SMT. We already have SMT, um, but that's shorter time frame, and I'm looking for, oops, I don't know what that just did. Yeah, higher time frame long. And that would coincide with ES, cracking this trend line. Who knows how deep it'll go, but I think as long as it breaks the trend line in any sort of manner, then that's good enough. Uh, this trend line is not worth having anymore. We do have equal lows here on NASDAQ that I missed. 2 minute too high. So yeah, NASDAQ's got those equal lows. So maybe that's what will happen is everything comes down, takes out these lows. Um, so we'll look for that. But yeah, I think the bias is in the Russell, and news is about to hit. So yeah, that's basically everything I need to look at, besides maybe the dollar. Dollar did absolutely nothing yesterday, whereas JPY did get that sweep I was looking for, but I think I still want to see it create an SMT up here at the highs before I'm confirmed to get more short on an idea. Yeah, just failing to make higher highs. So weakness in Russell and the Dow versus the other pairs. Okay. All right. That's the play. Where will I